Hi students, welcome to Math Workshop. Before we start the class, please subscribe my channel first and click bell icon for regular updates. In previous class, we studied about the basic concepts of relation. Today, we are going to study about the types of relations. Okay, so there are 7 types of relations. So these are the 7 types of relation. So in the end of the video, you will get a clear understanding of these 7 types of relations. So let's see one by one. First one, empty relation. What does mean by empty relation? A relation R in a set A is called empty relation if no element of A is related to any element of A. So you need to understand this line. No element of A is related to any element of A. So it is nothing but there is no relationship between the every elements of A. So it is represented by the symbol phi. This is empty relation. A cross A means nothing but a Cartesian product. So you will get a clear understanding by seeing this example. So let us consider one set A. This set A consists of students of a boys school. Okay, set A consists of students of boys school. So relation is described as A comma B. A is the sister of B. So A is the sister of B is nothing but A should be a girl, right? But in this is a boys school. So no student can be a sister of any student in the school because the school is a boys. So there is no relationship between this relation and this set. So this relation is called a empty relation. So no element of A is related to any element of A. That is called a empty relation. Next relation is universal relation. What is mean by universal relation? So universal relation is nothing but each element is related to every element of A. So there is a relationship between each and every element in a set. That relation is called universal relation. For example, let us take one set. That set A consists of students in the girls school. Okay, so the relation given is described as the difference between age of A comma B is less than 100 years. So A comma B is nothing but the elements in this set A, right? So it is obviously clear that all the students having a age difference less than 100 years. So each and every element is related to every element. So this relation is called universal relation. Okay, so next relation is trivial relation. Trivial relation is nothing but both empty and universal relations are sometimes called as trivial relation. Okay, so next relation is reflexive relation. What does mean by a reflexive relation? Okay, so a relation in a set A is called reflexive relation if A comma A is belongs to relation for every A belongs to A. Okay, so A comma A, what is meant by this A comma A means each element in the set maps itself. For example, in a set A, okay, in this set we have 3 elements 1, 4 and 5. So reflexive relation means each element is mapped with itself. So for example, 1 is mapped with 1, 4 is mapped with 4, 5 is mapped with 5. Each element is mapped with itself. So this relation is called reflexive relation. Next we are going to see symmetric relation. What is mean by a symmetric relation? Your relation R in a set A is called symmetric if A1 and A2 belongs to the relation implies that A2 comma A1 also implies that relation for all A1 A2 belongs to A. So what is mean by symmetric relation means if there is a one set, okay, in that set A consists of 2 elements A1 and A2. If A1 and A2 is belongs to that relation means automatically A2 comma A1 also belongs to that relation. So that relation is called symmetric relation. For example, there is one set A consists of 1, 4 and 5. These 3 elements. Okay. So if 1 comma 4 we take 2 elements 1 and 4. 1 comma 4 is belongs to this relation means automatically 4 comma 1 also belongs to this relation means this relation is called symmetric relation. So we can take another two elements 4 and 5. 4 and 5 belongs to this relation, right? 4 and 5 belongs to this relation. Also 5 and 4 also belongs to this relation. So this relation is called symmetric relation. So symmetric relation is nothing but A1 and A2 belongs to relation means A2 comma A1 also belongs to that relation. That is called symmetric relation. Okay. So next, transitive relation. What is mean by transitive relation? A relation R in a set A is called transitive if A1 and A2 belongs to relation. Okay. So there are three elements A1, A2, A3. A1 and A2 belongs to that relation. A2 and A3 also belongs to the relation means it automatically implies A1 and A3 also belongs to that relation. So that relation is called transitive relation. So for example, there is height of a boys. Three boys A1, A2, A3. So height of A1 is equal to A2. Okay. A2 height is equal to A3. So it means automatically this both A1 and A3 heights are equal, right? A1 height and A is equal to A2 height. A2 height is equal to A3 height. So it automatically means A1 height is equal to A3. So this relation is called transitive relation. Last one is equivalence relation. What is mean by equivalence relation? So if a relation satisfied reflexive, symmetric and transitive means that relation is called equivalence relation. So when a relation is satisfied three conditions, reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then that relation is called equivalence relation. Okay, so let us take one example. So this example set A consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So what the relation given is A comma B. This A comma B belongs to that relation. So sorry, that belongs to this set. Okay. So A comma B, A and B is either odd or even. Okay, either odd and even. Okay. So first reflexive. Okay, reflexive means what? A and A belongs to relation. So relation is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5, 6 comma 6 and 7 comma 7. So this is a reflexive relation. Okay. So what the relation we given is A comma B is either odd or even. So 1 and 1. This is odd. Okay. 2 and 2. This is even. This is odd. Even. This is odd. Even. So this relation satisfied this relation. Right. So this relation is reflexive. So it is reflexive. Next, symmetric. Symmetric means 1 comma 2 belongs to this relation, then 2 comma 1 is also belongs to this relation, right? So 1 and 2 are, 1 is odd, 2 is even. So 2 is even and 1 is odd. This is also satisfied this condition, right? So this relation is symmetric. Next, transitive. Transitive means 1 comma 2 belongs to R, 2 comma 3 belongs to R means 1 and 3 belongs to R, right? 1 and 3 are odd, 2 and 3 are odd. 2 is even, 3 is odd. 1 is odd, 2 is even. So this elements also satisfied this condition. So this relation also transitive. So this relation is equivalence relation. Okay, so when a relation satisfied reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then that relation is said to be a equivalence relation. So in this class we studied about the basic concepts of these 7 types of relations. I hope you understood these concepts. In the next class we will do some problems in the book exercises. Thank you, students.